Okay, so hi everybody, this is part 3. So as you can see, I've created my flowers, my puppies, and now what I'm really looking at doing, let me just pull that a little closer, there you go. A lot of people have asked me how I made my electric sky, so there we go. So I just want to say that the idea of perspective, I'm lying on the ground, I'm looking up. I want to give the sky this big round feeling. So I want to create this almost this circular fish eye feeling here. How am I going to do that? How am I going to create a kind of like a, I don't know, an electric sky full of energy. Could be any colors you want, but for an example, what really looks nice with these beautiful colors, I'm going to actually work with a gray. And for this exercise, this is completely dry. You're going to need a spray bottle. So you can just take a Windex bottle or something, make sure it's really clean, put water in it. And you don't want to squirt, you want a mist. Okay, so I've got a mist, and you never spray close or directly, or watch for your neighbors, because you can if you're sitting beside somebody, you're going to spray all over their painting. I don't think you're going to feel so good about that. But okay, so one thing I want to talk to you about is how do you make a gray? So how do we normally make a nice gray? A nice gray is made by, and as you can hear from all the rumbling, I'm looking for my trusty paintbrush. I'm looking for my Kolinsky. I think I brought it to another room where I was painting today earlier. Beautiful day outside. So I am going to just take my bamboo brush, beautiful brush, very good one. And that gives it a nice point. You can do a nice line. You can do nice petals. So we'll use this for now, and that's okay. You want to use a point, a nice point perhaps. Anyway, any kind of brush that'll hold ample water. And Chinese brushes are, well, I call them Chinese brushes. Chinese paintbrush brushes are great for that, because as you can see, my hand is dry, and I'm just going to release all that water in there. Look at, I don't know if you can see all that water. There's a lot of water that this brush holds. So let's just make it nice and moist. How do you make a nice gray? That's really essential for everyone to learn. So how to make a nice gray is you will take a little bit, what is the base color of a cloud or a sky? Is blue. We're going to take ultramarine. We're going to take some ultramarine, and I hope right here you probably can see it. And that's not too smart of me to do that, because it's right near my yellows. So that being said, this is my ultramarine, and this is my ultramarine. So let's just get some more ultramarine and put that beautiful, and ultramarine's very beautiful. And the origins of ultramarine, it was made with lapis lazuli, and that's why it used to be so expensive. So now it's not done like that anymore. And then what you want to take also now is slowly you want to add a dash. So I'm just going to move all this over, and you can watch the color change. Okay, so there you have the ultramarine. We're going to take a little bit of burnt sienna. We just want a dash at a time. You take too much, you're going to change it. So let's put some burnt sienna in there. And you can notice that the color is now changing. Always use a clean brush. Gonna go back in, take a little more burnt sienna, not too much, a dash at a time. Here we go. Oh, look at that nice gray. Let's see what that gray looks like. It's kind of a nice kind of bluey gray. So let's work with that bluey gray. I'm gonna make just a bit more so I have ample. So whenever you're mixing and making colors, you want to make extra, enough for you and a friend. Just in case. The worst thing is to run out. So I've made myself a gray. And if your gray looks too gray, that's kind of nice. What do you think? It's a little more blue, kind of like that. Okay, so how do you make that fantastic sky? So another thing you need that's essential, paper towels, all right? I'm just gonna move everything back over this way so you can get the full impact of what I'm doing, all right? So what I wanna do is I'm going to take some paper towels, and I'll just pick up my towels that have landed on my floor. And the first thing I want to do is I want to protect my artwork. Let me see. Okay, I want to protect my artwork. So how do I protect my artwork? I'm going to cover it. So I'll just cover it a little bit like that. And I'm going to cover it a little bit like that. And maybe a little bit like that. So I've protected my beautiful painting from my water spray. Because now I'm going to water spray. And I'm going to start spraying. Here we go. So I hope that you can see that. That is amply wet. And the technique for this, and this does take some time, is that I'm going to pick up my color. And I still should have made more. And I'm going to load up my brush. And I'm going to think of that circular sky. So let's just start up here. And I'm just going to drop in a little color, like so. And I'm going to let them thread down. And as you see, it can create, and you want some larger patches too, okay? So we're gonna move along nicely. That's it. I hope you're seeing well what I'm doing here. So you want to continue doing this step, but I'm going to just move along quickly and explain to you that it's going to be really important to think about how the clouds are falling. If you're in a warm room, absolutely what's going to happen is your paint, your water is going to dry, right? So I'm going to just make a little more ultramarine, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, clean brush, sienna, bring that in there, okay, a little bit more, touch of sienna, there we go, and I have myself a really nice kind of bluey gray, and I can just keep working in there, and I can build up that beautiful sky. Look at that sky. So you see, and I'm going to work in that round shape. Why am I doing that round shape? Because it makes me feel like I am on the ground. And I can feel that the water is drying right there. A little more color, look at that. Who doesn't love to watch water, color merge? A little bit more, let's go. Oh, make sure you have a nice point on your brush. There we go. Let's do that again. Bring it down. Work in that kind of a circular moment. And when you come along here, you want to just maybe go a little bit lightly, thinly, but you cannot leave it empty, right? It's just going into the distance now. See, like that. And I can just come over here and I see, oh yeah, I still have a lot of water there, so that's good. And keep that round feeling. Yeah, just like that. I can lift this, actually can lift all this up now because what's happened is I finished spraying. However, if I wish to spray again, right, I'm going to definitely cover my flowers. So I'd like to tell you that you should really think about that curve, lighten your blue a bit. So it's a little bit light, a little more pale. And you see it's giving me that nice, nice sky. Just a couple of them there. Because it is there too, right? There we go. Okay. Don't be afraid. There is nothing to fear but fear itself. And here we go, yeah. Let's bring it along there, yeah. A little more ultramarine. Let's make it maybe a little darker up here where the clouds are really brewing, yeah. And maybe just a bit lighter there. Okay. There you go. So this is my lesson on how to make a little bit of a dramatic sky. And you can just move that color in there. Don't be afraid. And if it gets a little too runny, you just pick it up. It's your world. No one can tell you anything. The contrary. A little more burnt sienna, a little more ultramarine, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Put some more clouds coming down, and there you have it. Work with that movement. Here we go. Work with that movement. Yeah. Work with that movement. And maybe just some soft. Yeah, some soft, a little bit of softness. Look at that. And there you have it. So give that a shot, okay? And we're going to let that dry. Good luck. It's fun, you know. I think it's really important too, learn how to mix your colors. You need 3 colors, red, yellow, and blue. It's always fun to buy extras, but if you can like really look at that, see how I'm doing that and fixing that up? What about there? Maybe this one could be darker there. Really contrasty. Even darker there. Let's grab some more, a little bit. Yeah. A little bit. There we go. How's that? There we go. Nice and rich. Wow. Now that's called atmosphere. And that's, my friends, is what we have created. Don't think too much. Don't worry about lines. They are not important because we're going to keep adding stuff and adding stuff. So there you have it. So how's that look? Let's bring it a little closer. Yeah. We're going to let that dry, okay? And we'll come back later.